Evangelical youth, having lost their intellectual confidence in the Bible as being historically and scientifically accurate, then lose their spiritual lives. Because of modern culture's attack on the Bible, other youths outside of the evangelical realm never give any historical or scientific credence to the Bible as truth. Science in the Scriptures. All the realm of nature, and we're going to get into this later, is controlled by two basic laws of science. These are keys that I learned from my education at MIT that have significance. I didn't know the origin at the time, which were established, these two laws were established by historical events at the beginning of the Scriptures. And this is the section that they most laugh about as being historically and scientifically correct. And all of our science comes out of these two. The first law is at the creation in Genesis 1-2, and the second law at the fall and the curse of man in Genesis 3. Naturalism, in contrast, has no scientific explanation for the origin of the natural realm of matter and energy, because the universe doesn't create 1 gram of matter or destroy it, or 1 joule of energy or destroy it. It can't. They have no explanation for the complex nature of the order in the universe and life. They have no explanation for the laws of science, nor any hope of saving life and the universe from ultimate destruction and despair, where it's headed for now, according to entropy. Only the Bible has historical and scientific explanations and real hopes for these scientific questions. Modern culture has attacked the Bible, as we said before, the foundation of Christian faith, as being infallible truth, using atheistic naturalism with evolution for the origin of life and the old universe cosmologies for the origin of the universe. These two origin theories attack Genesis 1-11 accounts as historically, scientifically untrue and undermine all of the Bible's theology. Liberals and even evangelicals in the churches have joined forces with this atheistic naturalism against orthodox biblical faith and truth based on Genesis 1-11. Meanwhile, the believing church naively attacks the products of modern culture: abortion, sexual immorality, political statism, etc., but not the foundations of modern culture, which is atheistic naturalism. What really happened anyway in history? History only took place one way. History is written. It can't be revised. It's not what really took place in the past. Did the universe come from a big bang over 14 billion years in a godless scenario? Or did God create the universe in 7 days? Those are widely different ideas of the past, which can't be changed. Did life evolve over 1 billion years without God? Or did God create all the universe and all of life in 7 days? Are the days of creation 24 hours long or longer according to the day-age theory? Was there a former creation before Genesis 1, or a gap in Genesis 1 between Genesis 1:1 and 1:2, where the present geophysics of the earth were formed? Are Adam and Eve the only progenitors of the human race? And did they live less than 7,000 years ago, as the genealogies of Genesis 5 and 11 indicate? Did Adam and Eve sin with terrible consequences for the universe and for life? Was there a universal flood, worldwide flood in the days of Noah? Did the geophysical characteristics of the earth come from a one-year universal flood or from events over billions of years? These are big questions. Did the human races and languages come from a one-time event at the Tower of Babel or over thousands of years of evolution? Which is historically and scientifically true, the scriptures or the evolutionary old age cosmology? Can the scriptures be interpreted with a historical and the grammatical hermeneutics to harmonize the Bible with evolutionary old universe cosmologies? Why is creation important? Many will say, who Who cares whether the universe is 14 billion years or less than 7,000 years old? It doesn't matter if life evolved into man over hundreds of millions of years or was created in 6 days. All that matters is I believe in Jesus. But who is Jesus? Has anyone ever met Jesus? Do we know anyone that knew Jesus? Where do we know about Jesus except from the pages of the Bible? If Genesis 1 to 11 is not literally true, why can we believe the biblical accounts of Jesus are true? What did Jesus believe in? What Jesus do you believe in? Without an infallible Bible, including Genesis, we know nothing about Jesus or having faith in him. What did Jesus say about creation? Was he a man that evolved from apes? Or was he a mere creature? Or was he the creator? Who is Jesus? Almost all that can be known about Jesus, what he said, what he did, come from the scriptures, the Bible. How much of the Bible is true? All of its parts? Which parts? The New Testament? The Old Testament? Is one part of the Bible true and another part false? Is the same Bible true both when it tells us about Jesus and when it tells us about the creation, the fall of man, the worldwide flood of Noah, and the Tower of Babel in Genesis 1 to 11? Does the Bible tell the truth in one place and deceive in another place? Is the Bible a product of fallible men or an infallible God? Modern education, culture, science seeks to destroy the historical and scientific credibility of the Bible as truth by promoting a beginning of life of the universe, a beginning of the universe billions of years ago, and the evolution of life over hundreds of millions of years. The purpose of this course will establish this series. One, a historical grammatical interpretation of Genesis 1 to 11 as the true history and science of the beginning of the universe and of life. And two, the creation of the universe and life in 7 24-hour days, less than 7,000 years ago. Exegesis, multiple disciplines of science and history will be interwoven in this series to give an accurate history of the science of the events of Genesis 1 to 11. Dr. Windhauser and I look forward to taking you on this exciting Genesis 1 to 11 series back through time and space, complete with fascinating historical and scientific truths. Appreciate you being here.